to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name is Carmen, and today we've got a reading for you about somebody who is feeling the emotions for you intensify and it's starting to overwhelm them. This isn't something that they necessarily expected. I think they are, for the most part, happy to experience falling in love, but it's scary, so it leads to some self-sabotage or running away. And we also have the fear card, which says, I want this so badly, but I'm afraid of getting hurt, so I self-sabotage. So let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. And I hope you're having a good day so far. If you're interested in a personal reading, I would love to do one for you. My email address is wickedwandstarot@gmail.com. It's in the description box for you, and right below that you can actually find out how to become a member of the channel, because there's a lot more content that you could have access to. I think we're going to have to start with the Tarot of the Cat People. Oh wait, I forgot to use Johnny's earlier. There's some new additions to the tarot table today. Ooh, it's just out of frame. See the High Priestess shadow box? Thank you to Johnny. Hello. Are we trying to be foreboding? Sorry, we don't really buy that here. But if you'd like to come back tomorrow with, you know, a little bit more of a loving message, that would be great. Hey Lee, how are you doing? Hello Foxy, how's it going? What else do we have? King of Pentacles in the reverse. And the Nine of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, this has been a lot of adjustments in the last several years for this person. And even though I do feel like they have a lot to say in terms of having some stability, which would be what the King of Pentacles has to offer, I think it has been on their own terms or for themselves, and inviting somebody else in is a little bit scary, a little bit foreign, right? They've had this list, this like checklist of, I want to be with somebody who's, you know, like this. They're funny, they play music, they watch the Sopranos, they're a published author, whatever it is, they have these things that they're looking for, and it seemed for a very long time that they would not be able to find somebody who encompassed all of these attributes. And then they found you. Dun, dun, dun. And now they're realizing that they're catching feelings for you. They're falling in love because you actually do seem to check all of those boxes for them. I'm glad to hear that. Same here. Hello, Jay. How are you doing? So we've got the Hanged Man and the Five of Swords in the reverse. I do feel like we have a pattern of self-sabotage that this person is aware of. They're trying to take a different approach. I don't want to run away from this. I don't want to ruin this because this is somebody that I could imagine being very happy with, right? So how can I avoid running away? Like they can feel that they're about to potentially do something to cause some problem. Hey, Rega, I wish you the best, but that's not really something we want here. There's other places on YouTube for you. So look, I think at the very least we've got somebody who is not in denial. They know that they have these tendencies to walk away or create problems because commitment and love and a broken heart is terrifying. I don't want to go through that again. I've got to be selective, but at a certain point, they also acknowledge, like, I also need that open heart or that ability to trust. So we've got the Temperance card, very beautiful card, indicating this person feels like you're their match. I feel like I finally found that person that I'm looking for, and my intuition is telling me that I might start kind of freaking out about it. Maybe I need to do something to make sure that I don't sabotage this one, right? That's okay. I wish you the best. Hello, Clorox. Are we on our best behavior today? Hello, Swathi. I hope you're having a good day. Wow. Okay, so for those of you who have been listening to tarot or perhaps even do read tarot on your own, you likely already know that the major arcana, or the cards that are numbered 0 through 21, are indicative of major change in somebody's life. And the last 4 cards that I pulled, 75% of them are the major arcana. We have Temperance and High Priestess with the Chariot. This is somebody who's realizing, if I want to have that healthy relationship that I've been pursuing for a while, I don't want to just like ruin it. I don't want to Tommy boy it. So I've got to be honest with myself about the pattern that I have witnessed in my past and my tendency to push people away. So I don't know if they're working with a therapist, or if they've got a great friend, or maybe even, you know, they've got a close sister or brother, but I feel like they're saying to somebody, I know that I'm falling in love with this person, and I've got to make sure that I don't ruin it. I've got to make sure that I don't get scared, right? Hello, Rama Bedlam. How are you doing today? Hello, MC. I do. My email address is in the description box for those of you that are interested in personal readings. They range from 40 to 100 USD. Hello, Grindhard. What's going on? Thank you for the tip. Let me write that down real quick. Oh, I hope she liked that. And happy birthday again. To Cash App. And is she still gonna surprise? And is that her family or yours? You mean hers, right? MC, I offer personal readings. The email address is in my description box. Also, if I reach $15 in the live chat, I usually do personal questions at the end of the general readings that I do. Specifically on the ones from mobile. Bitchy says, what is a broken heart? That's funny. Hello, Rex. How are you doing? All right, what else do we have? Don't you just love this shield, by the way, on the Ace of Swords? Sorry, I love the art on these cards. Ooh, and the Page of Swords. Okay, so this is why I feel like we have someone saying, I acknowledge this is something that I do, or I can have a problem with pushing people away because I don't want to get used to having them in my life. So asking for advice, this is what they're doing. They're looking towards somebody that they trust and saying, can you please help me, because I don't want this to be lost. I don't want to follow that same pattern and ask, you know, what went wrong. I know I can prevent that, right? Two of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles, and the reverse. Wow. Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. This is some really powerful energy. Because now we have two other aces. And they're clarifying the Ace of Swords. This is someone who's saying, I know I want this. I know I want a long-term relationship. I know I want to have this new chapter with this person. And I know if I want that, I have to be honest with myself and honest with this person. So what can I do to make sure that things stay balanced and avoid walking away? Because the Five of Pentacles, that would be leaving someone out in the cold. It's like, I don't want to do that this time. I don't want to ruin my chances with this person that I'm falling in love with. Hey, T-Smoke. I hope you find a channel that is more your pace. No hard feelings. There's something else out there for you. Let's see what we've got from the Voyage of the Soul, because this does feel to me like we have someone that is acknowledging and like facing the pitfalls that they've experienced emotionally in the past and working on it, right? What can I do differently? Yeah, see, they're asking other people, what is your advice? How can I avoid this problem? Because I know previously I have had maybe a negative mindset, or I felt like it always goes wrong. So they're paying closer attention to their intuition and seeking wisdom from others. All right. It's time for Johnny's cards. Shout out to Johnny. Ah, yes. Good advice from Bedlam. Sorry, there's like a random hair that's just chilling. It's weird. What else do we have? No, it's Johnny Arcade. I don't think it says it on this. I think I took the tag off. He's one of the moderators on here. He's the one who's responsible for the I Love Lucy emojis and the Dr. Pepper. I should actually go back and check, because I think there's more I can add at this point. All right, what else do we have, please? Oh my, do you see how far that one flew? Interesting, okay. We have the Hanged Man again. This is someone who is, or has taken some time, right? Contemplation, asking friends for advice, because I want to be successful with this. I want to have a victory in this relationship. I don't want it to be lost. I'm going to use a different approach, changing my perspective, seeing things differently so that I can actually get into a healthy relationship with this person who I'm so attracted to or interested in. I once drew Grumpy Cat at the office on somebody's whiteboard. Pretty dang well, if I say so myself. It stayed up for a while. I think I even wrote like a little office poem next to it. Grumpy Cat is amazing. Really captured in a generation, a mood, a vibe. So we've got the Two of Swords, the Six of Swords, and the Lovers. Interesting. Yeah. Four of Swords being clarified by the Two of Swords. This is someone who's saying, I know that sometimes I don't take the right approach. I know sometimes I don't see what I need to see. So in order to avoid this problem, in order to make sure that I can find calmer waters or release that energy, I need to talk to somebody else. The number 6 is important because we have the Six of Wands, the Six of Swords, and the Lovers is number 6. I feel like this is the right relationship for me. I feel like this is my soulmate. Help me avoid the patterns of self-sabotage that you've seen me go through in the past. What can I do to anticipate that and choose a different path? Oh, I don't know if I have a picture of it. That was like, probably like 10 years ago, to be honest. What else do we have? The Tower, the Queen of Swords, and the Five of Cups. Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. We've got somebody here who has gone through a pretty grueling heartbreak. But they learned from it. they are looking at it differently. You know, initially it might have been, I can't believe this person broke my heart. I can't believe this person abandoned me. I can't believe this person is like, you know, not seeing that there is so much that we have to live together. They're letting go of the hurt and the rejection and the pain, and they're trying to actually learn from that situation so that they can recapture or find a new type of happiness with this person that they're falling for. So help me avoid this problem. Help me to change my perspective and take the right approach so that I can keep this person in my life that I think I may have actually fallen in love with. So hopefully they get some good advice. Let's see what the advice is that they get. Hello, Rob. Hello, Carter. How are you doing? We got the letter. So someone feels a need to communicate. This is definitely about talking to somebody else, saying, how do I express my emotions? How do I confess my love? How do I approach this person that is becoming more important to me in a way where I don't like freak out, you know? I don't want to fumble. Hello, El Sancho. How are you doing? Hello, Joseph. I would absolutely agree with that, Joseph. Joseph said, sometimes the hardest lessons are learned before we find our greatest love. Because that makes us the strongest we could be, right? For some of you, this is a person who feels like they don't have a soul tribe. They don't have a community. This could be somebody who travels extensively. This could be somebody who has just recently moved to the area. This could even be somebody who is feeling like it's maybe time to introduce you to their group of friends, their family. But it's about finding a way to bring these two lives together in a way that allows for individuality, but also that cohesion, that partnership. So they're trying to find the right way to, I feel like, keep you in their life. Maybe talking about moving in together. For some of you, they may be talking about engagement, but we have the house, right? I want to live with you. I want to have that long-term connection with you. All right. This is the Egyptian tarot. Hey, Dustin, how are you doing? Hello, Koketso. What's up? Hello, Cesar. How are you doing? Is that normally how you greet people? Not even like a hey, how you doing? I invite you to enjoy the reading and get to know some cool people in the live chat. But if you don't want to be respectful about it, I will block you. Actually, hold on. You guys see I'm wearing a queen shirt, right? We will block you. I've been waiting to do that all day. No, there's a way to approach it if you have different beliefs, respectfully. I invite you to do that. I don't know who that is, and I've never heard it. But hello, Anthro. How are you doing? What else do we have? We've got the Seven of Swords with the Seven of Wands, and they're both in the reverse. My. Okay. This person feels like vulnerable. Well, I guess they did say that, didn't they? The feelings I have for you overwhelm me, so I run away to process them, and they're afraid of getting hurt. Being in this connection and admitting that they want it to get serious, it's really uncomfortable for them because, I mean, it's a story as old as time, right? I've been hurt in the past and I'm afraid to get hurt again. But if I'm honest with myself, it would hurt either way, because if I didn't try, if I didn't pursue this committed relationship with you, then I feel like I would always wonder what could have been. I will feel like you were the one that got away. So I have to at least try, right? Hello, Christine. Thank you, Bedlam. How you doing, interest? And we've got the Knight of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so the Nine of Pentacles is about their intuition. This could be a very logical person who struggles with the emotional side because logic, like, what was that movie? Oh, I think it was Along Came Polly, where Ben Stiller's character was, what was he, like an insurance adjuster or something? It was Ben Stiller, wasn't it? And calculated numbers and risks and whatnot. This could be somebody who's like keenly aware of how often things don't work out, or keenly aware of the statistics around it. Maybe they even deal with like divorce lawyers or something. But we have someone who knows that statistically things are challenging when it concerns romance and things going well. So I think they've had to look at it from more of an intuitive or emotional standpoint to kind of let go of whatever barriers or walls they build, because they feel like, oh, well, so often it goes wrong, so why would I expect it to go well, right? Yeah, I can appreciate that. Hello, Sarah. How are you doing? Hello, Maximilian. Sending you some healing energy. Hola, Armando. So we have the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. Someone who feels like they need to maybe take a little bit of a break from working. Somebody who feels like they've had some sunshine hit their life. Maybe they've been working too hard. Maybe they've been a little bit, I don't know, focused on a project or trying to achieve something in particular. Maybe they've had a promotion they're going for at work, but then they feel this love and they encounter you and it makes them feel a little bit stressed, everything all at once. And that's part of the reason they've been worried that things will go off the tracks or not end well. Because it's not just that, you know, they fall in love in a vacuum. There's a lot of other things happening at the same time. So they might feel like they're balancing a lot of cocktails on a small tray. Hello, Minsa. How are you doing? If we reach $15 in tips, I will take personal questions for y'all at the end of the general reading and prioritize those from the questions from those who tip, but I do like to do some freebies as well. Hello, Christine. And then make sure you subscribe. Once I hit 20,000 subscribers, I'll be giving away 2 like longer form personal readings based on TV trivia. Well, hey, I appreciate the reference to Chappelle, but you're rude. So, dismissed. Hello, Joel. How's it going? Hello, Louise. What else do we have? Judgment and the reverse and the 7 of Cups. 7 keeps coming out. We even had the Chariot, so you might be seeing 777, or you may in the near future see 777. We did also have that run of 6s together, so we could have a sense of progression, right? You're moving into things lining up, the timing being right, feeling like what used to feel ambiguous or difficult or like an illusion. Maybe now you're able to see it more clearly. So we have someone who hasn't made a decision. They're like, okay, tell me how to do this the right way. I know exactly how to mess this up. I've messed this up countless times. I've fumbled true love enough to write a book about it. But if I were to do it right, if I were to actually approach this the right way, what does that look like? Give me some advice. Help me out. Hey, Matt. Hey, Steven. How's it going? Totally understandable. Let's see. We'll go with the truth is. What else do we have? Hey, Paul. How's it going? I like it. Gotta claim that energy, right? What else do we have? Forgiveness. Forgiving will benefit this relationship. So perhaps one of the things that advice that they're getting, perhaps one of the things that they're hearing is it's time to really make sure that you've let go of the baggage from the past. It's time to make sure that you've fully forgiven the ex, that you're not carrying any of that resentment into a new relationship. Let go of that other crap so that you can focus on the emotions you feel in this connection, because there does seem to be confirmation here that we've got soulmates. You are connecting with a soulmate in the present. This is somebody who wants to treat you right. So because there were many lessons that were learned in the past relationship that helped them to understand their self-worth, I feel like that's why they've been so selective lately. We had that 9 of Cups at the beginning talking about how it was kind of easy for them to date because they had maybe a lengthy list of things that they were looking for, attributes, or, you know, like, here's what I need from the person that I fall in love with. But when they realize that you really did hit that, if you really did meet those, then they have to decide, okay, I guess it's time for me to move up the connection, right? Maybe it's more than just situationship. Maybe it's more than just getting to know you. Well, I know you pretty well now, and I like what I see, right? For a personal reading, I can't do the payments through YouTube because YouTube takes a pretty sizable portion of it. I'll do the personal questions, but for the separate, like, record a video for you thing, that has to go through the apps, just because they don't take what YouTube does. Unless you wanted to pay a lot more to cover the percentage, but that seems really unfair. I wouldn't want to do that to you. Did I say hello to Redbeard? Hello, Donette. How are you doing? Hey, Icy, I would love to do some questions for you because I still have your name written down from yesterday, but I don't want to deal with that stuff. I answered the one question for you and felt a little uncomfortable doing that, but if there's something else I can do as far as like personal life, love, I would be happy to do that. And did I miss? Hey, good times. First of all, false advertising. You say it's good times, but then you're out here telling people they're going to go to hell. I would look up positive reinforcement and negative reinforcement. Good times. Because you'll find that what you're out here trying to accomplish is maybe a lot easier to accomplish if you use love, as I'm pretty sure Jesus would encourage you to do, to connect with people instead of threats, right? But I wish you well. Hey, Iro. I'm going to encourage you to listen to that last message, and Karim as well. Leverage your beliefs to connect to others instead of judge them. If you are coming from a place of love, that's how it naturally comes to you. But if you're leveraging religion to feel better about yourself than others and tell others that they're going to have a bad experience in hell, I would ask you why you feel the need to do that. Look within, right? We're going to go with the Marigold Tarot. Let's see what else we've got. Hello, Shingami? I hope I said that right. Hello, Kingly Eagle. How are you? Hello, Sayabonga. Did I say that right? I hope you're having a good day. 10 of Cups in the reverse. King of Wands in the reverse. Magician and the Moon in the reverse. So there are some concerns here in terms of the past couple of times this person has pursued love. They've encountered people who were codependent. They've encountered people who didn't know how to receive or give love. They've encountered people that had anger issues, and they may have themselves had to get through or like work through that energy, right? But we've got someone who realizes, I may look for those negative intentions or that negative mindset with the moon in the reverse because of those experiences. I can't expect the same thing to happen with every person, or I will manifest that, right? We've got to keep a positive outlook or believe that there are good people out there, or we will manifest those negative energies. Hello, Usagi, how are you doing? The Tower again, a major change because this person sees what they want. I'm ready to consider that this would be a relationship that would be a very healthy connection, but I need to make sure that, nice try, that I approach it the right way. They're getting this advice, right? But they're thinking about making a long-term offer. Do you want to move in together? Do you want to, go on a trip together? They want to go to that next level with you, and they realize that they have this fear that they need to address first. So strength is in the reverse because their fear is definitely filling the room, right? How do I approach this conversation with you where I say, I want something serious? Where I want to maybe be exclusive, or I want to see if we could potentially find an apartment together, right? Hello, of light and dark, how are you doing? Oh, I wouldn't give them that much credit, Redbeard. Hello, Drew. Don't be calling me Maureen. You know my name. And I'm on a roll today. Whack-a-mole in full force. Hello, Carrie. How's it going? Yes, there we go. That's my name. So we've got 6 of rings and the 9 of swords. Yeah, they want that equal give and take, that partnership. They want to move to that next level. They're nervous. Do you feel that same way? Are you looking at that as the natural next step? Have you also been falling in love with them? This is what is making them a little bit anxious. They might be struggling to sleep at night, but when they think about you, when they spend time with you, they have this happiness. They feel at ease around you, and that's what really helps them to move forward with their plans to confess their feelings to you. Enjoy, Kingly Eagle. Hello, Black Hole Reptiles. How are you doing? Steve-O, the cards would have nothing to say on that because there's nothing you'll ever do. I mean, aren't you still waiting for those little blue pills to show up? Maybe. Nah, I have fun with it. That's what we call it, whack-a-mole. Are you talking about me, Redbeard? Especially if it's used in a condescending way, right? Terms of endearment are terms of endearment, but it's always nice when they have a nice little layer of frosting called respect. Hello, Desiree. How are you doing? That's a very interesting thing. I would just never recommend that. I don't know. Interesting though, because this is the card that just came out. I would associate this with you because of your name. Magician in the Mirror. I will always be interested in sending protective energy towards folks that are dealing with things like that. And I try to avoid politics, I really do, but all I can say is I'm sending protective energy because I don't like what's going on over there. But be cautious. Be cautious. Hello, Maura. How are you doing? Hello, Santiago. We've got the man holding a heart. So this is someone who's taking what they can from other people, advice-wise, and learning from their own experience. Hopeful that they can approach this opportunity in love from the strongest position possible, right? From being able to express those emotions to letting go of the past. They're feeling more capable than they have previously. Let's see. What do I want? This is the Golden Art Nouveau, and then I'm going to start with Grindhart's questions. So we did reach 1454, which is pretty darn close to 15. Vicky Lynn, be cautious of that. If you're already terrified, that's your intuition telling you to be cautious, right? What do we have, please? Queen of Cups, we've got loving energy. I think this is someone who's saying, you know what, I can't research this anymore, or I can't be cautious for any longer. I'm just going to dive in. I'm never going to be able to like print out a report of this person's heart. I'm going to tell them I love them, or I'm going to ask them if they want to move in, or, you know, where they are with being in a relationship. Can we be together? And I've got to risk it. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. But I know this is what I want. They're fearful that they might lose you, but they're more concerned about being the reason that things don't move forward. So it's like, I've got to be able to put myself out there, because I feel like you are the person I've been waiting for. I feel like you're the person that I could be absolutely happy with. So they're smitten. Oh, that makes sense, Vicky Lynn. LOL. We've got the Four of Pentacles. That one came out weird, so I'm going to take it. And the Six of Swords. So I've been holding back. I didn't know if I should confess that I had fallen in love, but now I see that it probably is safe for me to confess my feelings and pursue this relationship with you. And if you're not into it, then that's how it goes. But they have this suspicion that things might actually go well. They are letting themselves hope for the best. And that is actually not very common for them. That is not how they usually look at things, right? Yeah, thank you for liking the video. I appreciate that. Yeah, I've creeped out a few people, but if you know how to use it, it can be very effective in terms of helping you get to a better place, right? Hello, Jay. How's it going? Wow, I told you there's chemistry here. There's a desire for leveling up the relationship, taking it to the next level, because somebody is finally releasing their ex. I know you are not my ex. I know you're not going to do to me what they did. So why would I delay our being together any longer? They want to move forward. Let's see. We need some from the Love Oracle. I don't think I pulled any from that, did I? No. What else do we have about this person who's no longer fearing that broken heart? Yeah. Sometimes it's about having, like, I want to get to age 80 if I'm lucky enough to reach that age. I want to have, like, the best stories ever, right? Here's what I did this one time. Maybe it wasn't that great of a decision, but it was a great story. It do be like that sometimes. What else do we have? To be fair, I already have some pretty great stories. I'm just saying. You guys get some of them, but not all of them. We have conflicted, trying to make a decision because I know I've been a little hot and cold with you. I haven't made it very clear what was going on. And it's time for me to just finally confess that what I really want today, I don't want to wait any longer. Oh, thank you, Joel. Ah, for the reading. Is that what you're saying? So I could do one. I'll email you about it, but thank you. So we've got resentment, anger, hurtful words. I wanted to be in a healthy relationship, but I ended up getting my heart broken by this person. It was terrible what they went through. They have really been working, though, to let go of that old energy and acknowledge that you are not the same as their ex. They wanted to make sure you weren't an illusion. They wanted to make sure you weren't lying about who you are. They wanted to make sure that if they really did pursue things with you, that it wouldn't end like the last thing, right? Hey, Simon, thanks for judging me. This just makes me want to get more tattoos, actually. I guess it depends on how you define it, I see. So we've got a lot of people that are broken. It's about whether or not you're trying to piece it back together, right? Are you just wallowing in the pain and in the sorrow? And I don't feel like it should be limited by gender. It's just when you are pursuing a happy life, you have to consider whether or not you are partnered with somebody who is content to be unhappy, which is kind of a weird way to say it. But if you're cool, just like commiserating and you're not gonna like try to go through any changes. Shout out to Johnny and Ozzy. If you're just gonna be the same old, then yeah, you're gonna lose out on opportunities in your life. So the best thing you can do in terms of romance, in my opinion, is to look for somebody who, yeah, they make you laugh. Yeah, they make you feel special, but do they challenge you? Not like trying to make you feel like you're not good enough. Do they inspire you or support you in growing and finding the best possible version of yourself, right? Okay, Simon. Well, your boos mean nothing to me because I've seen what makes you cheer. To use a quote from Rick and Morty, I have 0 fucks for you, man. Yes, exactly. Yeah, you have to have some skin in the game, right? Are you actually looking to work on yourself, or are you expecting someone else to fix you? Because that is not going to work out. Well, Simon, I am dreadfully sorry for the fact that you apparently have, like, I don't know, the need to rain on other people's parade, but my parade is still glorious. So move along, will you? Move along. Find something else to do. Hello, Andy. How are you doing? Ah, Santiago says, aren't you Scandinavian? They traditionally wear tattoos. Yes, Santiago. I am primarily Norwegian. One of the coolest things I ever did in my life was I traveled with my mother and my aunt and met 33 of my relatives in Norway, which was epic. Some of the most hospitable people I've ever encountered in my life. I love it, Drew. Hello, Gnostic. How are you doing? Hello, Adam. Oh, I gotta write down that I need to email Joel. Okay, so I'm gonna pull a couple more and then we're gonna dive into Grindhard's questions. Hello, Adam. How are you doing? Hello, Cogs. We've got open heart. Yes, this is what we need. This person has opened their heart. They're not going to be difficult anymore. They're not going to sabotage the love. They want to embrace it. Yep, they're going to confess. Oh, by the way, I might have fallen in love. So what do you say? Can we be an item? Can we move in together? Can we get married? Blah, blah, blah. Whatever they want. Whatever they see as that like next level to the relationship, that's what they're moving towards. Hello, Madison. How are you doing? Oh, I think I have heard of, is it Danae or Dine? Trying to think of, oh yeah, there's an artist that I love and I've bought a few of his works. And I think his mother was Dine. Hello, Punitha, how are you doing? Okay, let's dive into the questions for Grindhard. We've got, we're gonna go with the pause tarot for these. All right, so for Grindhard. So just to be very clear, I'm going to end the general reading. I'm going to dive in on the personal questions with priority to those who tip, but I do also like to do some freebies here and there. Hey, Ty. Actually, I think I can handle it pretty well. How about you? I just also appreciate that people come to the channel to see something in particular, and I don't want to get too distracted by that, right? I'm sure you can appreciate that. Rest in peace, Gnostic, to the... Oh, I don't know if I know who you're talking about. Are you literally talking about... Hold on, is this with Drew? All right, so we've got the Hierophant and the Emperor in the reverse. Hold on, I want to be very clear about which question. How did she react to the Cash App invite for Grindhard? Why do I feel like you ruined a surprise? Does she have something that she was trying to do? Hold on. Did she have a plan for his birthday? Yes. There might be something here where she feels like she just wants to have a little bit more say or a little bit more control. Like, I would compare it to like a bachelorette, right? Generally speaking, that's the maid of honor throwing a party. But if the bride is like very involved in the planning, it's kind of taking away from some of the fun because it's supposed to be planned for that person, right? So there could be a little bit of frustration in terms of wanting to plan something for you or wanting to feel like there's some partnership over what happens, right? Hello, Classic. How are you doing? Hello, Christian. Is she still going to surprise, is it surprise you with meeting the family? I should check to see if Grindhard updated that. Oh, King the Eagle, you're killing me. Hilarious. Okay, so Grindheart, it looks like there is something here that may be planned or in progress. So it's kind of like, I feel like she would appreciate a little bit more working together to make plans. I feel like there's some sort of a surprise here. What about meeting the family though? That's great. We have the Ten of Cups. There is definitely some desire to have introductions. Ten of Cups is literally about the family, right? It's about making sure it's the right time and communicating, but I do feel like there is a desire to let people know what's going on or introduce you because there have been conversations happening, right, about you. Will the family like Grindheart? Yes. We've got the Eight of Swords though, because I feel like they're not going to let you know. So you might like meet them over dinner or some sort of like festivity, right? And they may have kind of poker faces until you leave, and then it'll be like, yeah, he's cool with me. We're good. We're good. But it's going to be difficult. You're going to look at them and be like, you hate me, don't you? I don't think they're going to make it easy for you. Hello, Mavis. Hey, Tiana. How's it going? All right. How's it going, Gorbar? Classic would like a card. What card do we have? What advice do we have for Classic, please? Classic, there's some instability around you. I do feel like it could have to do with finances or a sense of being connected, maybe with friends or a workplace. But this instability is something that I don't know can be addressed in the near future. With the Star in the reverse, I feel like there's more to come. There's more information that will be revealed, or somebody isn't done acting up. So this is kind of feeling like maybe the best thing to do would be to not be too involved in spreading gossip or talking about what's going on. Be expecting things to maybe be a little bit unreliable, or be looking for a new job or open to meeting new people, because I feel like you have intuition that's telling you this is probably not where I need to be, where I would do better elsewhere. Yes, exactly. So this is advising you to start the search if you haven't already, but be cautious because your suspicions are accurate, and I feel like you're able to get that exit ramp figured out because you aren't telling everybody what's going on. Good for you. Yes, follow that path. You're doing what you need to be doing. Hello, Aman. How are you doing? Oh, I wish you the best of luck for that. So, Cogs, I'm going to ask your question, but I'm going to make you a deal. Next time you come back around in the live chat, ask the question a few less times, but I'm going to ask for you. Will Cogs get the government job this month? Not this month. There's something, I don't feel like it's your responsibility. I feel like it's the hiring parties. There's something that has not come through. Maybe they're dealing with budget issues. Maybe they're dealing with approvals being delayed. Maybe somebody is unexpectedly not feeling well, so they can't do the approvals, but there's delays here. Should Bedlam, oh, hey Johnny, how's it going? Should Bedlam get hopes up or prepare to alchemize? Okay, are getting hopes up a good idea for Bedlam? Prepare to alchemize. Temperance in the reverse. Something is off. This is the weirdest analogy ever. So I'm looking at this bottle right here. And what I'm seeing is when you get like a big Slurpee and it doesn't fit in the dang cup holder in your car, so you have to like carry it awkwardly. Something here isn't right. Something isn't quite going to work. So there's a different cup holder elsewhere for you. For your big Slurpee, okay? I hope that makes sense. It's heavy, right? Trixie, how's it going? Let's see what direction we get for you. Trixie, this has new energy all over it. I don't know if you're thinking about moving. I don't know if you're thinking about leaving a relationship. I don't know if you're just thinking about this job can take it and shove it. But you got new energy coming in. It's time for a new chapter. It's time for a new address. It's time for a new boo, whatever it is. I do feel like there's a sense of keeping things to yourself. You don't need to be posting all of this on social media, or maybe there's someone in particular you need to not tell your business to, because I do feel like you're going to have a better start to this new chapter if you're selective about who knows what's going on. Awesome. Yes, underscore of what Tiana said. Please do not spam the questions. Oh, Lord. Dawn wants to know, does my teacher love me? That would be a yes. Will there be any actions regarding that love? Or... See, tarot can freak you out sometimes. Yes, there's going to be a confession or a, hey, you want to like grab some coffee? I do feel like at some point there's going to be a conversation about feelings. So that might be kind of interesting. Oh, you're so welcome. I'm glad you are. Hello, Patrice. How are you doing? Thank you, Tiana. Madison would like a card. What do we have for Madison? And thank you for liking the video and subscribing. That's a free way that you can send back some of the energy that I share with y'all. Very much so appreciate that. We've got the Three of Pentacles in the reverse and the Six of Wands in the reverse, with the King of Cups. So I feel like there is a friend who's not a real friend, somebody who has a lot of insecurities. This person is toxic. Does not have to be a man, but this is somebody who might be a bit judgmental of others, maybe even likes to tell you that you're doing things wrong, but this is someone who actually has some self-loathing. They compare themselves to you. I don't really like this energy, Madison. I don't know if this is a romantic partner or someone like friend or family, but this is someone who likes to see you lose things. Might actually like steal little things from you, or likes to say things like a backhanded compliment. And I'm just gonna ask you, why do you keep this person around? Because they want to see you fail. And that's not cool. I don't even know you, and I would love to hear that you're killing it. I would love to hear that you're winning. But this person right here, lame-o. They like to do this. They like to see things not go well for you. So a little bit of no contact or distancing from this person. I get it, yeah. Your intuition is definitely gonna guide you though. I agree. Hello, Stephen. How are you doing? Patrice. Oh, sorry. I totally missed Grindhard's tip. Thank you, Grindhard. Yeah, I think it's about Grindhard. My recommendation, and I will pull a card to confirm, but my recommendation is find something to busy yourself with. Let things happen instead of trying to figure it all out. And I say this as somebody who can struggle with that. So your fixation on it could actually impact whether or not it happens with the Eight of Cups in the reverse. So allow it to unfold naturally instead of trying to figure it out. With the Five of Wands in the reverse, I do feel like there's at least an attempt to make sure that there's no arguing or that you can get on the same page or feel like there's improved energy there. Hello, Yost, how are you doing? Hello, Heather, how are you? Thank you, Madison, I appreciate that. Hello, Bjorn, how are you doing? Hey, D. Joseph, thanks for the advice. What's up, Galaxy King? I hope you're having a good day. Hello, Bejarano? I probably said that wrong. But Gerano? Is that better? Let's see if we get a card for you. What do we have? Knight of Swords, Death, King of Swords, Devil, and the reverse. Okay, so you're walking a fine line here, Bejarano. I'm probably saying that horribly wrong. Please forgive me. But what I have pulled here for you is indicating that you need to zip it. I'm sorry. Hold back your commentary when you're feeling impulsive and wanting to say, that's wrong, or you're lying, or I'm not going to do that. This could be with somebody who's a superior, like a boss of yours or someone who, you know, is older than you in the family. But I feel like this is saying it does no good to call this person out in the moment. And you know it. I feel like you know that this person would just deny or walk away or not care. But you're able to address the situation much more efficiently or effectively if you hold your tongue, don't say anything in the moment, and instead, see how he's got like a nice little sword there? Get the proof. So I'm not going to say anything. I know you're lying, but you know what? I'm going to go to my dining room over here. Got a nice little piece of evidence tucked away in the curio cabinet. And then I'm going to hold it up for you. And I'm going to say, see this? This here is the truth. You can't deny it because I have it right in front of me. So don't say anything until you have the evidence, and then that's how you actually solve the problem. I hope that helps. Well, normally I do all right with Spanish, but apparently not then. So, Bejarano, better? Did I do it? You can totally address this. You've got this, and you have the information that you need, so I believe in you. Hello, Kimberly. How are you doing? Hello, Jess. Reinhardt, I'm sending you very charismatic and charming energy vibes. Hello, Christine. If you want a long-form personal reading, my email address is wickedwandstarot@gmail.com. It's in the description box for you. Otherwise, with regards to doing questions on here, it's always good to tip because then I prioritize your questions. But otherwise, I kind of just look for the questions I feel like answering. I try not to give free questions away to the same person over and over again. I like to mix it up a little bit. Let's see, what else do we have? I'm glad to hear that, Kimberly. Will there be another love before, what are you asking? I don't know what that means. Is that a date? Because that's a long time from now. You let me know. Yeah, if y'all feel generous, send some positive birthday vibes and love and energy towards Grindhard for his birthday. Thank you. Yes, Bjorn, I will pull a few cards for you. Let's see what we've got for Bjorn, please. And thank you for liking and subscribing. That means the world to me. Oh, were you sharing? Oh, please don't share the birth date. I don't need the birth date. You can retract that message, right? I just need your name. Okay, so for Bjorn, we've got the 10 of Wands, the Ace of Swords in the reverse. 6 of Wands. Feels like a burden. Feels like a lot of work. And the Ace of Swords is in the reverse. Why do I feel like somebody wants to steal your efforts? Or it's like, I'm doing all of this work, I'm doing everything that I can to meet this deadline or make sure that the customer is happy or make sure that the wife is happy or whatever it is, right? And then whenever there's a success, whenever there's some sort of recognition for this job well done, it's like somebody else gets to claim it. What's up with that? Oh, but good news, Bjorn. Whoever's doing this, whoever is trying to take credit for what you've accomplished or your brainchild, ain't gonna last for long. This is like one of my favorite cards. We got Justice here. So somebody else is trying to say that they've accomplished something that was really your hard work, and it's going to be exposed that it was you, that you should get the credit. I like that. So I feel like the advice is trust in the fact that information will come out. You may be a part of this information coming out, but choose the right moment or, you know, allow for things to take their natural course, right? Oh, no, no, no. We're not going to do that. Hey, thank you, Tiana. You're the best. Okay, so then we've got, we'll go with the Noisy Tarot. For Gorber, what do we have? Oh, you're so welcome, Bjorn. I wish you luck. Hello, Amber. What do we have for Gorber, please? Was it just random cards, I think? Oh, another love. Will there be another love for Gorber? So we have the Two of Swords in the reverse, the Emperor, and the Four of Pentacles. So this is telling me that you're the one who decides whether or not there's another love. Maybe this reading has really resonated for you because I am picking up on very intellectual but kind of stoic or reserved energy for you. And this is saying that you're able to connect to people more than you do. So the onus is on you. If you are putting yourself out there in a social way and meeting new people, then I feel like you would be able to find love. But right now I see it as the Four of Pentacles and the Emperor kind of sitting back. So if you decide to have an open heart, if you decide to put yourself out there, if you decide to go out on dates or maybe even be a little bit flirtatious with somebody, then it would go your way, right? So your mindset can change and manifest in or draw in that love. But right now, you're sending out signals to the universe that you don't want it. So that's what needs to change. Ooh. All right, I got you, Tiana. What's with the crazy energy between me and the anonymous Aries female? Oh, run away. Tiana, run away. What is it? Who is this? I don't like this. I don't see anything good in here. High Priestess in the reverse. Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. King of Pentacles in the reverse. This is somebody who is not stabilized in their own energy. This is a copycat or somebody who is a chameleon. I will move and shift and change in order to get you to like me because I know how to read what you are looking for and then I become it. And when I become it, then I can address the fact that I feel like I have no stability. You draw me in, we feel like besties or we fall in love or whatever it is. But the truth is, this is like an empty vessel. I'm a little bit nervous about spell work. I'm a little bit nervous about manipulative energy. Someone who does not look within in terms of what needs to be changed, but rather looks to other people to be able to fix everything for them. So, run away! All right, so since we got a little bit of a whiner out here, I'm going to prove you wrong, Nelson. What do we have for Nelson? Hello, Jim. How are you doing? Nelson, we've got the Three of Wands in the reverse, the King of Cups, Knight of Wands, and Two of Pentacles in the reverse. There is something unexpected that's going to happen for you, Nelson. This is something that is going to be, how do I say this? I feel like this has to do with a connection with a family member. And this is somebody who has not told you what's going on. They've kept you at arm's length. I don't want you to, it could be a health event, right? I don't want you to know what's really going on. You're going to be over there. I'll try to deal with everything. And they're trying to manage this without your help. And then all of a sudden, it escalates. Then all of a sudden, it gets worse. So what I'm advising, Nelson, is pay very close attention to the details, the routines, the patterns, the tone of voice in your family members, because there could be somebody here who does not want to tell you that things are getting bad. Could be with their finances, it could be with their health, but they're going to wait until the last minute, and then everything gets crazy. You have an ability to pick up on the differences in terms of how they're talking to you and be able to deal with that in a more timely fashion or anticipate the problem before it gets to this Knight of Wands situation. So be observant, listen to that intuition. So I hope that goes well for you. Oh, you'll be all right, Reinhard. I believe in you. I don't know what that is. Oh, Jim, I don't know that I necessarily believe that there is a best astrological sign for Pisces to be with. I'm a Pisces, so I may have some limited knowledge in this, but I'm pretty sure you would be looking for an earth sign. Probably more along the lines of a Taurus. Yeah. Because Pisces are a little bit more lost in the clouds, and earth signs will help keep you grounded, right? But that is not like consistently the answer. Hello, Crew Time, how you doing? All right, I will do one more question. We've got, let's see. I would love to see if the cards indicated whether or not I have made the right choice for crypto. Bejarano, if you have another question, you can catch me on another live chat, but I do try to share the wealth and not double up on questions since I've already done one today. Who's that for? Crypto? All right. Has crypto made the right choice? Yes. The choice you made was in line with what your intuition was telling you. So well done. You listened to what your gut was trying to get you to do, even though I feel like you may feel some guilt over it, or there may be somebody who decides to give you crap for it. Oh well, you did what you had to do. Not telling you to be heartless, but I do feel like someone's going to give you crap for it, and that's just how it is sometimes, right? All right, I love you all. Thank you for the likes and the subscribes, and I will see you on the next reading. Toodles.